Yeah, hi there. These comments are for Nakmed. This is Michael, the founder, owner, and the materials writer of the 7-step system to pass the TOEFL IBT. And wow, you picked a tough one. This is a really difficult one. This is actually one of the questions that my students submitted. They said that it actually appeared on the official TOEFL IBT. So as you know, I have about 20 different practice tests, all of which appeared on the TOEFL IBT, and this is one of them. It says, talk about an important news event that happened recently in your country. Describe the event and explain why it was important. I'm afraid I don't think you did very well with this one at all. You did mention the news event, which was a child abduction, right? But you didn't describe it. You didn't give any description at all about the actual news event. You'd have to do something like this, Nakmed. You'd have to say, recently in my country, there was a child in San Bernardino, and he's about 8 years old, and he wandered out in front of his house for only about 5 minutes, and a stranger came by and took him, abducted him. And then you describe it. Then you say, this event is important because... And you actually did do that in a lot of your speech. You talked about why parents are concerned about this kind of event, which I thought was appropriate. But because you didn't really describe it, I don't think you're going to score very well on this type of speaking practice test. Okay, so let's take a look at the rubrics and see if I can explain a little bit more about the score you would receive. And the main thing is as you're doing my practice test at my website, you get some comments from me, you make some adjustments, and you go from there. I'm going to say you won't score in the 3 area because you have to address, I think, the task. So I think the 2 range works better here. I'm going to say 18 points out of 30, 2.33 out of 4. So in terms of a general description, your response is connected to the task, but you are missing important information. For example, you don't really describe the child abduction in any detail at all. Delivery, you had some minor delivery issues, but that would not be the reason you'll score in the 2 range. Grammar language use was pretty good. Topic development, not so much, because your response is not completely connected to the task. So there's connection, there's ideas in your speech, and it's not clear how they're connected back to the actual task that you're being asked to speak about. So the main thing is go back. In terms of reviewing speaking lessons, you can take a look at, I think it's speaking lesson, I want to say number 1 or 1.1, or maybe it's 2.1, I can't remember, but one of them, it talks about the criteria that you need in terms of answering the TOEFL independent speaking tasks. So you want to make sure you review some of those lessons to get yourself back on track. So the main thing is hopefully you would not get this question because describing the event, it's not easy to do, and you didn't really do that. Alrighty, anyway, thank you for doing the practice test, and I look forward to hearing from you again.